Turn it up loud. Hey man, you a little sucker for love. Word up. I should have seen you was trouble right from the start. Taught me so many lessons, how not to mess with broken hearts. So many questions. When this began, we was the perfect match. Perhaps we had some problems, but we working at it. And now the arguments are getting loud. I wanna stay, but I can't help from walking out. Let's throw it away. Just take my hand and understand. If you could see, I never planned to be your man. It just wasn't me. But now I'm searching for commitment and other arms. I wanna shelter you from harm. Don't be alarmed. Your attitude was the cause. You got me stressing. Soon as I open up the door with your jealous questions, like when can I be? You're killing me with your jealousy. Now my ambitions to be free, I can't breathe. Cause soon as I leave, it's like a trap. I hear you calling me to come back. I'm a sucker for love. That's right, true, man. Sucker for love. I'm feeling happy. You try to trap me, say you're pregnant, and guess who's the daddy? Don't wanna fall for it, but in this case, what could I do? So now I'm back to making promises to you, trying to keep it true. What if I'm wrong? A trick to keep me holding on, trying to be strong in the process, keep it going. About to lose my composure, I'm getting close to packing up and leaving notes and getting ghosts. Tell me who knows a peaceful place where I can go to clear my head. I'm feeling low, losing control. My heart is saying leave, or what a tangle where we weave when we conspire to conceive. And now you're getting calls at the house, guess you're cheating. That's all I need to hear, cause I'm leaving. I'm out the door, never no more when you see me. This is the end, cause now I know you've been cheating. I'm a sucker for love.
Do for love.
Sucker for love.
Okay guys, so engine assembly is complete. We have Francie and Patoon completing the ancillaries onto the engine. We've also upgraded the clutch already in the gearbox, and we've dropped the twin fuel pump in. Once everything, all the ancillaries, the wiring loom is back on the engine, they're going to drop back into the car and we'll get the car ready for its first start.
I've been thinking about you, about us. And we're moving slow, our hearts beat so far. I've been dreaming about you, about us. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Moving hearts beat, moving hearts beat. My head is a jungle, jungle. My head is a jungle, jungle. My head is a jungle, jungle. My head. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights.
So it's almost start-up time. It's always a nervous moment. There's so many things that need to happen for a build like this to come together.
I mean,
from the fueling solution to the sensors to the head, like even the clutches. Like there's so many things that you like sit there and think about. Like I hope I don't have any issues with this. Building something, putting something together is the easy part, but it's the diagnostics, because sometimes these builds don't go smoothly. And when they don't go smoothly, you need to have the capability and the knowledge to diagnose it and see what the issue is. Because like for example in this car we changed the clutch, we changed the fuel pump, we changed the cylinder head, we changed the pistons, we changed
the timing,
we changed the camshaft adjusters. We've changed basically everything you can think of apart from the engine block. We've changed sensors, we've changed like so many. We've deleted so many things, so we've pretty much reinvented the car altogether. You know, even the power output from the fuel pump is more.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things that get changed. So they all need to come in harmony together to work. For example, which with every build that I do, I try something new. So on this build, we're trying the cylinder heads for the first time.
True.
Because
That's the part.
on a running build, it's harder to just quickly change something and put it back together
You
because
need
it's
to do it
downtime.
step by step.
Yeah, but on a fresh build, I always get to try new things. So we're testing the cylinder heads on this, and we're also testing the GTR coil packs on this. So these are two new things that haven't been tested before. This is why each one of my builds gets better than the last one.
Okay.
Because I gain more knowledge, and with every build that I do, I learn more about the car and
That
how
counts
it
as well,
performs
yeah.
and what the engine likes and what it doesn't like. So,
try and test
but
and
like
error.
all of last year was a big learning curve for sure. Like, because we built some high horsepower cars, I got to learn what the engine likes, what it doesn't like, and how to make more power and keep the engine together. and
Starting
keep
from
it
your
safe.
car, I mean, that was the first
Yeah,
one.
that was the first one. So the first one was mine. We built that 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago now. Basic build, like as in
Just
very
the
basic
rod
build.
and that was
Rods,
the
pistons, and that's it. Because I didn't know anything at that stage that could be changed. You know.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's still running perfect. But since then, I've found out so much more. Like the Senna camshafts, they were a big thing. Senna camshafts were huge. We found so much power with the Senna camshafts. Even the fueling solution, there was no fueling solution that existed for the 720, so we had to come up with it. That was another big one. So I was the first one to test that.
That's wonderful.
The clutches as well. So nobody had running clutches. They couldn't adapt them and they couldn't get them to work.
No.
So then I had to buy the diagnostic, go through the procedure, learn how things work, speak to Dodson back and forth, and we got the clutches working. So as I say, each build gets better than the last one, and the one after this, I will have learned another 2 or 3 things that I'll apply to the next one. You know, it's just how it goes.
True.
Because I'm still in the learning phase with the McLarens. Like, yeah, we're making really big high horsepower cars, but we're only just scratching the surface of what these cars are capable
It's
of.
high engineering inside that.
Yeah,
It's
nobody
high
else has really messed with the McLarens yet. You know, they're all at 1,000 horsepower. 1,000 horsepower was done 3 or 4 years ago on stock turbos.
True.
It's not a big deal. It's so like 2019.
And that's time we are using the pure turbo.
We're using
1300,
pure
yeah.
turbo M Engineering 1300s. We were the first ones to test them as well. But yeah, so a lot of development's been done. Even fuel, we're learning a lot about
Yeah,
fuel.
this
at the
time we are
moment as
using
well.
different fuel
So we're
also.
using 1-ethanol R
One
this
ethanol.
time on this car. It's a fuel that I wanted to test for quite a while now, but we can't get it in the UK. But fortunately, you can get it here in the UAE. You can literally just walk into a shop and buy it. We don't have shops like that in the UK, by the way. There's no like speed shops. You can't just walk into a shop and buy race fuel. Up here, you've got like, when I googled, there's like 20 shops.
Yeah,
selling
no,
BP.
it's a lot, and whatever the varieties you want.
Yeah,
everything
they've
is
got
available,
BP, they've got a local brand,
True.
Blue Flame.
yeah.
There's one called Blue Flame as well. It's a local brand. They've got 1-ethanol R, they've got Sunoco, they've got BP, anything you can think of, they've got it. You just walk in and you buy it. It's insane. Like, we don't have anything like that in the UK. Even in Europe, we don't have shops like
and
that.
I think the number of tunes car here is more. I mean,
Probably.
Yeah.
There must be, because there's so many shops selling race fuel.
True.
There can be no, there's no supply without demand, you know? So the demand is obviously there, so that's why
you see, like
there are
even
shops.
all the kits that we need just.
Yeah, let's crank it to make sure the engine goes round, because that's really important. We have to make sure the engine goes round. Yeah, we're going to crank it, prime the oil. We've got 5 litres in there at the moment, 3 litres in. Top the coolant up, check if there's any coolant leaks, anything sounds off, and then we are going to plug the map sensors in, flash the base calibration, and start the car up. flash the bass file on now and fire the car up. Always a nervous moment firing a fresh build up, especially when you're in a different country and it's the biggest build you've done today. But we move. If anything ever doesn't work on the McLaren, just lock it for 5 minutes, tell it to go to sleep, and it should be fine. That's the solution for pretty much everything on a McLaren. Any type of issue you ever have at all, put it to sleep for 5 minutes, and it's like when the internet's not working and you unplug it or plug it back in and it fixes itself.